has been flying around like this.
What is that?
The aliens are attacking.
That's not a plane.
They could abduct humans on a limited and periodic basis for the purpose of medical examination.
I have got so many things I wanted to cover on today's video. It's probably too much for one video, but I'm going to try my best because we'd like to cover everything about UAPs, aliens on this channel, okay? Now, if you didn't know already, if you have literally been living under a rock, we're going to talk about the New Jersey drones at the moment, okay? Originally, we were talking about them as UAPs, and I still refer to them as UAPs because we don't know what they are. And clearly, after this video, we still don't. On the last video I covered about the New Jersey drones, I was conflicted with emotions and confused about the whole situation because on one hand, people were saying these are alien UAPs, we don't know what they are, we don't know where they've come from, and on the other hand they were saying, yeah, this is our own tech because of X, Y, and Z, and nobody really had a definitive answer as to what these things were. Now, a little bit more light has shed on this, which I'm going to go over, but it's still extremely confusing. So like I say, for the last 3 weeks, 3 whole weeks, car-sized drones have been flying around over the top of New Jersey. And by the way, not just New Jersey, okay? I've got some footage here for you. But we're focusing on New Jersey now. Let's just go straight into it a minute, because I want you to listen to what Phil Murphy says. Now, Phil Murphy is the governor of New Jersey, okay? And this is what he has to say about the whole situation. Some of it frustrates me a little bit. It's still like pulling the wool over our eyes, but there's a couple of things that the journalist says at the end which I thought were quite interesting. Take a listen to this.
The drones in New Jersey, in Morris County, I don't know how many mayors sent a letter to you this morning asking for a clarification. What can you tell us? What is going on, and why is it taking so long to come up with an explanation?
Yeah, it's a good, I don't blame people for being frustrated. Let me say, most importantly, right up front, we see no evidence, and I say we, this includes Homeland Security.
Can I just say, he reminds me a little bit of Michael Keaton.
Security, FBI, Secret Service, our state police, authorities at all levels of government. The most important point to say is we don't see any concern for public safety. That's number one.
Well, really? I don't see any concern for public safety. I know nothing's happened yet, right? But 3 whole weeks these things have been flapping about the size of cars, okay? Let's touch wood, nothing happens.
Number two, having said that, it's really frustrating that we don't have more answers as to where they're coming from and why they're doing what they're doing. We had last night 49 sightings. I think 20 of them were over Hunterdon. Now those include, I think I saw one mistaken a fixed-wing aircraft, a plane, a small Piper Cub, for instance, for a drone, or you saw one and that counts, and then I saw the same one and that counts. So we think these are overstated, but it's a non-zero number.
Yeah.
I was on with the White House and Homeland Security leadership literally at the very top yesterday for pretty much all day. I'm hoping we'll get answers sooner than later. I would just ask folks to continue to let the FBI or their local law enforcement know when they see something, and we'll continue to do everything we can with our federal partners to get clearer answers.
Why is it so hard to get answers?
These are apparently as I understand it, very sophisticated. The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark.
So they're very sophisticated, and the moment you get eyes on them, they go dark, which means they disappear, right? Which tells me that's not our tech. I mean, obviously, there's probably they've got tech that we don't know, us civilians, yeah? Us normal folk, we don't know what they've got, and they ain't going to tell us what they've got. It's just so much contradictions.
And you know, we're obviously most concerned about sensitive targets and sensitive critical infrastructure. So we've got military assets, we've got utility assets, we've got the president-elect's one of his homes here. This is something we're taking deadly seriously. We've gotten good cooperation out of the feds, but we need more, and that was my plea.
How much longer do you think?
I don't know, but if we have news, I'll let you know. The minute we know something, I'm not going to hide it under a bushel.
Governor, you have people saying, I saw
Here we
a
go.
drone and it was spraying something, or I saw a drone crash in my yard and it set off an alarm when I tried to go near it.
Did you hear that? A civilian said a drone crashed in my backyard and an alarm went off when I went near it. Now, I have got footage of a crash. Now, whether it's the crash of a drone, I'm not too sure. We'll have a look in a second.
A lot of fear amongst New Jersey residents. I mean, what is your message?
Well, the message I just gave. But by the way, we're not aware of any nefarious drone that has crashed, or if there is one that's crashed, could someone please call me and let me know?
Well, like I say, I've got footage
Where that is. There are a couple of rumored downings for one reason or another. One of them was a toy. The other one was never found.
Yeah, this isn't a toy that I've got. Again, I don't know if it's real, but it's not a toy. It's not a toy.
But having our hands on equipment that's on the ground would be helpful. No question about it.
So, okay, that's that gentleman there, okay? Governor of New Jersey. Listen to this one here, though. Listen to Mr. Wheeler. This is somebody for the FBI. Mr. Wheeler, in response to this question here.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are. You're telling me...
What? Like, what? It is madness, mate. You're absolutely right. It's absolute madness. And it's just trying to take us for fools. Listen to his reply.
Correct.
That's right.
It's crazy.
We don't know what... That's right. Yeah, don't know. And somebody gets extremely frustrated and makes so many good points about this particular, well, Mr. Wheeler here. This gentleman, Sam Morris, I think his name is. Listen to Sam Morris talking about what he's just heard, okay? Sam Morris of Mine Hill Township says feds need to start harvesting drones. Absolutely 100% agree. Listen to this one.
Figure out who's doing this. Has that been the case at all?
No, there's a lot of rules on that, but we got to be a little bit, after watching Robert Wheeler's testimony today, I'm kind of fed up, and I'm part of that group of mayors that authored a pair of letters on Sunday, trying to bring more focus to this, and we did. I genuinely think it's time to start harvesting drones and stop worrying about the rules. Whoever's running these drones, they're not worrying about the rules.
Absolutely.
They're using the rules against us, and that's always, it happens in a civilized society. But whatever they're doing, they don't care what the rules are. 11 drones, it's been admitted now, 11 drones have gone over Picatinny Arsenal, which is about 5 miles from here in a direct line. Those drones should have been blown out of the sky.
Yeah.
Why are we putting up with this? Why are we putting up with this?
You're not talking about like the TFR temporary flight restriction rules. You're talking about literally just blasting them out of the sky.
They have Picatinny Arsenal is a weapons development center. Okay, it's a high-tech place. It's in a rural area, it's beautiful, but it's a high-tech place. If you're the bad guys, you want to know what's going on at Picatinny. They went into Picatinny's airspace. That's a violation of the law. It has to be. I don't have the chapter and verse of the U.S. Code, but if I did that and they came back and tracked that I put a drone over, or an average person, somebody put a drone over, we'd be in big federal trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And this isn't just a drone at one particular time. This is multiple drones over the space of 3 weeks.
I don't know why they even put up with letting them go over like that. And then my understanding, Langley and then several other bases in New Jersey, they're doing that. What I don't really understand is the testimony from the FBI today. He said, well, the FAA has rules about what we can do and how we can engage these drones. Well, what is the FAA going to come and arrest the FBI if they take care of a little business? I mean, give me a break.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I couldn't agree with this guy more. This is okay. Fair enough. Nobody's been hurt yet, and hopefully it doesn't. Right, but this has to be top priority right now. But it's not been, right? Which again argues they know what they are. they, as in US government, have put them up there. And it's just sort of like just milking the whole situation, you know, delaying the inevitable. You know, one day they're just going to disappear all of a sudden when they've got the information they need, the surveillance, what's happening, whatever, and then we'll go, oh, they've disappeared, and hopefully it will just blow away. You know, all that people will just forget. It'll be Christmas, it'll be fine. People will forget New Year, right? It's not going to happen. We're not going to forget. Especially the people over in New Jersey. These people, check this chick out, right? I mean, there's hundreds of people, thousands of people. Everyone's talking about it. Listen to this, what this woman says. And don't worry, I've got plenty of footage coming, right? Footage that is absolutely crazy. And it's... just wait.
Rachel Campos Duffy captured this video of drones. This is in her own backyard, and she joins us now. Rachel, y'all been seeing these. You were saying prayers with your kids, and they look out the window?
I saw it out the window, but that footage was actually captured while I was at the Patriot Awards, and my kids were home, and they saw it, they ran outside, and they captured that video.
So it's been more than once you've seen
Oh,
these.
multiple times. This is all everyone is talking about.
Exactly, everyone's talking about it.
You live in Morristown, Mendham, Summit, Bedminster, that whole Far Hills, that whole area. That's all you talk about. Go to the neighborhood, apps, where you put in if you lost your dog or your cat. They're all about drone sightings now, and so. I think what you're seeing is, first of all, no answers. Whatever the governor put out was a non-answer. It didn't make me feel any better. And I just think we're in this era. You remember when I had my interview with Donald Trump at Bedminster? I'm like, will you declassify JFK? Will you declassify Epstein? Will you declassify the 9/11? And he was like, yes. I think we're in this era where people want more transparency from government, and they are so tired of the lies being told to them by the government. And I think that's what you're seeing right here. People are outraged. 3 weeks. No answer.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you.
You're absolutely right. When we were interviewing those mayors, that's what they said. They're not satisfied with just being told, well, you're safe, everything's fine. We want to know why. Who's manning these? Where are they from? Are they from another country? Because they told us the spy balloon is going through, and they allowed it to travel throughout our whole country.
That's what I said. Okay, fair enough. I did get something wrong. I did say that the spy balloon came over and instantly they shot it down. Apparently not. Okay, I think it was airborne for like 24 hours and it went from A to B. However, right, it was shot down within 48 hours, I would say. Okay, it didn't travel that far. I think I estimated it. I think it was 1,000 miles it traveled, which isn't that far in the grand scheme of things. But they shot it down
before they actually took it down.
And then we found out they knew it was traveling over the country, that a Chinese spy balloon was going over our country, and Joe Biden's government was okay with it. Now, another interesting little tidbit before we move on to the second topic, Ainsley, is people think I know something because Sean is up for the transportation secretary. I'm I don't know anything. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just as curious as everybody else, and I don't feel good. They're flying low. I mean, they're not up high like an airplane. They're flying low. You can see them, and they're large. They're huge. These are not hobby drones.
And the other thing that was quite strange, if they're surveillance drones, now obviously the technology that we've got now, like, the night vision and thermal and things like that, is on another scale. But if it's surveillance, where do they go in the daytime? Because apparently they just where do they go in the daytime? Do they disappear, vanish, hide behind clouds? Which I'm going to show you footage in a second about, by the way, right? If you're doing surveillance, surely you want to do it in best conditions, right? Daylight. This is something that I'm taking with a pinch of salt, and just talking about it being our technology. Somebody sent me something on X a while ago. His name is Bradley Pauls B, right? And I thought it was quite interesting because let me just show you a quick close-up of this drone that has been going. I say this drone, many drones, what they look like going over New Jersey. These are close-ups, right? So look at this.
It looks like it's flying pretty low, and from that perspective, it looks.
Now, let me just pause it there a minute, right? Look at this shape here. It does look like a plane, right? Look at this, and look at this long tail. Look at this picture that was taken. Whether it's real, I'm not sure. But this is a picture taken, an aerial view of Area 51. Look at this thing. Look at this thing here. Is that what we're looking at? Are these the things? But thanks, Brad Pauls, for sending me that, mate. This next video clip that I want to show you, I find it interesting because it's an amazing piece of footage, but more so what Tangled Titty says. This is her account on X, Tangled Titty. Thank you so much, Tangled Titty, for sending me this, right? It's interesting what she says. I'm imagining it's a she, by the way. I don't know why. People made fun of me when I posted this originally. This was back in December 30th, 2023. People made fun of her back in 2023 in December, right? Original post, Ryan Ward, New Jersey. This amazing footage, Ryan caught an orb flying through this neighborhood, and I believe he is telling the truth. We are dealing with something more than just government drones. December 30th, 2023.
This is crazy. My God, look at it. That's not a plane. That is wild. Look at it. I can't. That's going way too fast. That's
Look at that.
What's up with my camera?
And I have to say, drones are loud. Despite what anyone says, right? Drones are loud. Especially ones that can go that fast, right? And you're also, and I know it's far away and it's high up, okay? You can hear a lot more at night. Can't hear anything.
I had to go run in and get my camera. Nobody was gonna believe me. What's with my camera? Look at this thing.
Look, I know, mate.
Is he... Jesus Christ. Insane.
Mate, and I just find it amazing how once upon a time, not long ago, a few years ago, people called us tinfoil hats, all that sort of stuff, laughed us off, and now people are starting to take this stuff seriously. It's crazy, isn't it? Earlier I said to you about a possible drone that has been shot down. I'm going to show you some footage now. There's not much context behind it. It's mainly what this person says. I'm not too sure, but there has been a few reportings, people talking about a possible drone being shot down in New Jersey. Take a little look at this footage. Tell me what you think.
A lot of smoke and fire. We're on the highway, and out in the distance we see all these lights going off. And there's some smoke over here. Oh, right! Yes, YouTube magic right there. The field's on fire. There was like a craft that crashed out of the sky. It was crazy. We don't know what's going on. A lot of smoke.
Man, it's just where he says there's a craft that fell out of the sky here. YouTube magic. I mean, that could have been from anywhere at any time. And you just whack New Jersey, December 2024 in the hope that it goes viral. And clearly it did, right? So I don't know. Tell me what you think. If there's anybody out there who's got more footage of a drone, literally up-to-date footage of a drone being shot out of the sky in New Jersey, then please send it my way. Now, I want you to take a listen to this, because this is something that sends shivers down your spine. Many times I've spoken about, and we've looked at footage, audio, people talking about it, about an agreement that ET has with us humans. Okay? There is an agreement. Listen to this agreement. It's freaky.
The treaty stated The aliens would not interfere in our affairs, and we would not interfere in theirs. We were particularly interested that they do not interfere with anything that would affect our future, which has been violated. We would keep their presence on Earth a secret. They would furnish us with advanced technology and would help us in our technological development.
That's been spoken about in so many times, like, you know, throughout history, how we've had a massive leap in technological sort of advancement, right? A lot of people say it's from the Roswell.
They would not make any treaty with any other Earth nation. They could abduct humans on a limited and periodic basis for the purpose of medical examination and monitoring of our development, with the stipulation that the humans would not be harmed, would be returned to their point of abduction.
Might explain why a lot of people say, why is it always in the US? Maybe the US had an agreement. Like, you know, why not? Let's just say it was Germany that had an agreement. And all of a sudden, you know, these UAPs have been popping up all over the shop in Germany. We'd be like, why is it always in Germany? Because they had an agreement. Just so happens it's US. Right? I know the stereotypical US, the Big Apple, everything has you make your dreams come true and all this sort of stuff. Yeah? But I'm just saying, it could have been anywhere. It just so happens to be US. Okay?
The humans would have no memory of the event, and that the alien nation would furnish MJ-12 with a list of all human contacts and abductees on a regularly scheduled basis. And this is not being done. It was agreed that each nation would receive the ambassador of the other for as long as the treaty remained in force. It was further agreed that the alien nation and the United States would exchange 16 personnel each to the other with the purpose of learning each of the other. The alien guests would remain on Earth, and the human guests would travel to the alien point of origin for a specified period of time, then
the alien would remain on Earth.
Return, at which point a reverse exchange would be made. I have no knowledge whatsoever of what happened to those original 16 humans who left the Earth with the aliens. It was also agreed that bases would be constructed underground for the use of the alien nation, and that 2 bases would be constructed for the joint use of the alien nation and the United States government. The base at Dulce is one, the base at S4 in the area known as Area 51 or Dreamland is the second. Exchange of technology would take place in the jointly occupied bases. These alien bases would be constructed under Indian reservations in the 4 corners of Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona, and one would be constructed in Nevada in the area known as S4, located approximately 7 miles south of the western border of Area 51, otherwise known as Dreamland. All alien areas are under complete control of the Naval Department, and all personnel who work in these complexes receive their checks from the Navy. Construction of the bases began immediately, but progress was slow until large amounts of money were made available in 1957, and in the meantime, work continued on the Yellow Book.
Mate, isn't that so crazy? Imagine if that was like 100% legit, and this is just what happened, so that we just got no clue. An agreement happened. Yeah, you can take some of ours and we can take some of yours. Just in exchange, just give me some of your tech, you know. Oh, go over to New Jersey, take a few people, do what you want, but just make your crafts look a little bit more like ours. Maybe put some blinking lights on them or something. Imagine! I know my head's going crazy at the moment, just sort of like thinking, and you know, I'm a bit of a dreamer, clearly, but it's crazy to think about, though, right? I heard that and I thought, that is amazing. I got to show you. That's from the Whistleblower X channel, by the way. Go and make sure you follow that channel. So one thing that they said on that audio clip as well is alien having bases on Earth, Area 51 being one of them, and underground somewhere, I can't remember where, but there is a theory, we spoke about it on this channel before, about USOs, okay? Unidentified submerged objects, that they never left. They've been underwater in the ocean. Okay? Now, listen to this next, or take a little look at this next clip, okay? Because this is somebody who actually talks about 50 drones, 50 UAPs coming out of the water. This is interesting.
Drone sightings. So last night I was on the beach in Island State Park in Ocean County with the sheriff. He has been working it every single night. He's got his own tethered drones chronicling. One of his officers 2 nights ago saw 50 drones come in off the ocean right there. So we thought maybe they'll replicate it. They didn't, but we thought it was a possibility. Last night, we had a number of other people there, including a commanding officer from the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water, followed right behind them. And I said, what's the rules of engagement? I mean, you do it if you're fighting against a narco trafficker or something. And they said, we don't know. We don't have any. So I did reach out to the committee.
Funny enough, I've actually got, I think I covered it on last week's video or the week before, footage of, I would say, about 20 orangey yellow lights in the ocean, and a fisherman is recording them, saying there's 1, 2, and he counts them. Exactly how he explains here.
Commanding officer at the Joint Base, which is also in my district, and talked to him, had a very good conversation. Colonel Anthony Smith, Joint Base Fort Dix McGuire, the 87th Air Wing, Air Base Wing today. And I said, I know you have the capability, you've put out press releases, to identify and bring down drones.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you deploy them,
Orca, it's called,
at least to the ocean? Bring one of these down, find out who's doing it. They have the capability. They said, well, we don't have the authority, only within the parameters of our base. Well, there's a national interest here. Our jets fly over the ocean all the time for training, so that perimeter is larger. So I did write Secretary Lloyd Austin asking that capability that may be sitting in a closet somewhere. I know they use it all the time, but bring it out. And I'm not saying you got to share it with the sheriffs. It'd be nice. Just do it yourself in the interest of the American public. So I would ask if you would echo that request. I mean, DOD's got the capability, and maybe Homeland Security does as well. When we had a Zoom meeting with Secretary Mayorkas, our governor put it together, and I appreciated that. But I asked them, why can't we just track where they go to?
Yeah.
Seemingly they're going out to sea, to something, a ship.
That's what I've said about the drones going over New Jersey. Track where they go to in the daytime. Where they go, where they just disappear. Right, here's some footage, actually, of a whole bunch of drones going into the water. This is from Wannabe Cowboy, because I wanna be cowboy. You better go back to comic. It tweeted me, Ben, they're not drones, especially when they go in the water. Look at this here. Hang on, whereabouts was this? New drone spotted tonight off West Coast entering the ocean.
Someone called the cops on these lights.
Triangle. Again, I mentioned this on the last video, and the significance of triangles. Another triangle.
See, even the police, they're going crazy.
These aliens are attacking.
Another triangle. I'm not going to say it for the last one.
Oh my god, now cars they're starting to notice. Here comes another. Oh, fire truck.
What? Imagine seeing that, man. Look at this footage of a UAP in Arizona dropping the kids off, mate. Literally. This UAP is dropping something off. Look.
The kids just pointed it out. We're in Surprise, Arizona. And this thing has been flying around like this.
What the what? Where is that?
It's
just
gone.
Vanished.
Wait, no.
Oh, it just shot real fast.
It shot real fast?
It's gone.
Wait, no.
Oh, it just gone.
Oh, yeah, you can see it just swoosh
Oh, it
off.
just shot. It's gone.
Wait, no.
Oh, it just shot real fast. Oh, we're in Surprise, Arizona. And this thing has been flying around like this.
What the Lord? Where is that?
It's gone.
Wait, no.
Oh, it just shot real fast.
Dude, what was that?
I have no...
It's a UAP, little man. It's a UAP. If you're trying to still picture what's going on in New Jersey, look at this, mate. I might have to pause it occasionally because of the music, but look. Drones in New Jersey City.
So, there's one. There's three. Another one, fourth one.
And they're not doing anything about it!
Fifth one's right here.
Look at these things, man. Look at that. It's incredible. Incredible. Oh, hang on. I've got to show you this one that John Wilson tagged me on my Facebook Caspersight UFO page, right? Look at this. This is crazy. Beautiful as well, I would say. And Ozarks. Look at that.
We'll do it again. What? And, oh, look at here again. What is that?
What?
It's like an airplane dropping. It's like a dropping flares or something. I don't get it. What in
That one said the 9th of December, okay? Something strange happened, but it wasn't sort of like a massive, it wasn't like the first time I saw a UFO, right? This was, I was like, what is that? What is that? And I was driving back from Bristol on the 9th of December, okay? And I said to the missus, I was like, babe, that's a bloody UFO. I said, that's so much brighter than a star. Like, that is crazy. And a helicopter also went on to the direction, but I was on the bloody, you know, the A30. I was trying to concentrate. It was at night as well. I was like, what is that? You know, what is that? Ben, your local area. UFO over Cornwall filmed by stargazers from her balcony in Newquay, where I live. This is what I saw. That's what I saw. I must admit, by my naked eye, it didn't look like... You see, it's got a yellowy tinge. It didn't look like that, but it was bright like that. And it's the same night. I looked in the description. It said 9th of December. At night. That's what I saw, mate. What the F is that? Mate, that's exactly what I saw, man. That's mad. Also, just quickly to finish it off, all right, is somebody I follow over on TikTok. His name is UFOs Around the World 2.0. Apparently, the Manchester Blue Orb is back.
Manchester UFO, the airport one. Well, it's back, but this time it's in another area of Manchester. Take a look at this.
Yeah, I've got it now.
Where is it?
There.
Oh, fucking... Oh, it's still there. Oh, I can't see from my camera.
Yeah, I can see a little bit, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How can you see?
This is what he says about it as well, about the
So
clouds.
I looked on flight radar.
Stay in there, look.
And this object is moving in the opposite direction to the wind, but it's not a plane. This is a UFO. We're just waiting for it to do something different. It's flashing. a little bit.
Look at this, man. And he says it's going the opposite way
This
to
is my
the.
first UFO I've seen in after 15 years. I've seen one like this before.
Different direction, not this is not helicopter, is it?
It's
No,
going
this is
the
not helicopter,
opposite
not-
direction of
not
the wind.
airplane.
What is that?
It's not a drone. It's definitely too high for the drone because it's in just
No, the
below
drone can't be shy like that.
and also it's too close to the clouds.
I gotta admit, I don't see much of the blue tint. Occasionally I did, here and there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it seems obviously quite shiny. And that could be just a reflection of the
like this
blue
before, but
sky.
I've not seen it in years. This is the first one I've seen in years. And I don't
It seems like metallic.
sightings like this.
Anyway, guys, that's what I've got for you today. Keep up to date with the UAP alien news here on this channel. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.